Hello dear students, in today's class I teach you the next topic from functions, that is types of functions. In the last class I taught you 5 functions, what is function, as well as we looked at examples, as well as we discussed the advantages of functions also. In today's class, types of functions. As I taught you already, as you know already, functions are classified into two types: built-in functions and user-defined functions. Already little bit you know about the difference between both. Built-in functions means already developed by developers and given to us, just we use as and when needed. Scanf, we have not created it, just we use it to read the input from users. Printf, we have not created, just we use it for printing the contents of variable as well as to display the appropriate message. Getch, we have not created, given by developers of C language. We use it to read a character. POW will find x raised to n how much. It is available in math.h. SQRT is also available in math.h. strlen will find the length of a given string. strcpy, strcmp, memory allocation during program run, strlen, strcpy, strncpy. All these are the examples for built-in functions. Built-in functions means what? Already designed and developed by developers of C compiler are called built-in functions. Look at any of the C program. In every C program we find only built-in functions. Not only built-in functions, sometimes we find some functions created by the programmer also. Then what are user-defined functions? The functions written by programmers. That means the functions whichever we create. We are all programmers. The functions whichever we create, those functions are called user-defined functions. I hope you understood. Very good. Look at some examples. Here max is the function created by me only. Who am I? Programmer. I created my own function called max. It takes two numbers and uses one value. I have written one more function. Name of that function is sum. It takes two numbers. It will add those two numbers. It will give me the result. I have created one more function called square. Square is not available in C language. I have created it. It takes one number. It gives me the square. It takes one number. It gives me the cube. It will take one number. It will check whether that number is prime or not. If that is prime, it returns 1. If that is not prime, it returns 0. If R is 1, prime number. If R is 0, not prime number. This is also user created. Already I taught you in computer programming lab. Fact. Fact is another user defined function. It takes one value. It gives me the factorial. Whatever it gives, that will be stored in ANS. strcopy. This is not strcpy. strcpy is built in. strcopy is created by me. It takes two strings. One is having the value, one more is not having the value. It copies the contents of str1 into str2. Sort is another function created by me. To this function I am passing one array as well as how many elements are there. It takes that array. It will arrange all the values from that array in ascending order. All these are the examples for user-defined functions. Now one simple question to you. Functions are classified into how many types? Sir, there are two types of functions. One is built-in functions. One more is user-defined functions. Now can you tell me what are built-in functions? Sir, the functions designed and developed by the developers of C compiler are called built-in functions. Examples: scanf, printf, getch, power, square root, strlen, and many more. The functions whichever we create, sir, that means the functions written by programmers are called user-defined functions. We write these functions to do specific tasks, sir. Examples: max is created by me, sum is created by me, square is created by me, is prime is created by me. If you give the answers like this during Viva, OSA and computer programming lab, examiner gives you very good marks, as well as that examiner may appreciate you. At the time you will be happier, no? Very good. This is what the simple topic. Types of functions. That's all. Next topic is very simple and important one. You may get a question on this topic in VTU main examination. Elements of user-defined functions. Okay. Before discussing these three elements, look at the example so that you can understand this topic so easily. Now one simple example I give you. Now I am creating my own function called a sum. See here, this is one small sub-program or a function. What is the name of function? Sum. It takes two integer. It will add those two values. It gives me back. This is called as function definition. Means what is the function name? Sum. How many inputs it will take? 2. Which type of value it gives me back? Integer. Just it will make the sum. It gives the value back. That's all. This is called as function definition. This one we are calling inside the main function. Here I am calling sum. Come here. Take n1 and n2. Give me the result. This n1 will be transmitted to x. n2 will be transmitted to y. It will make the sum. It gives the value back. Whatever it gives, that will be stored in the answer. That is what the boss is printing. Boss is nothing but the main. Boss always calls other functions. Main is a boss. Boss is calling printf come here and do the work. Boss is calling scanf come here and do the work. Same boss is calling the sum also. Come here and take the values and give me the sum. Boss is calling printf. In this code, printf, scanf, sum, printf all are functions. But printf, scanf, printf are built in. Sum is user defined. This is called as function call. But you cannot call the function, you cannot write the function. First you need to inform the C compiler that I am writing my own function called sum. It takes two values of the type integer and it gives one value back of the type integer. Semicolon is must here. This is called as function prototype or function declaration. That means in order to write our own function, we work with three elements. Function declaration or function prototype is the first element. Second element is function call. Third element is function definition. These three are called elements of user-defined functions. I hope you understood the question. Write a C program to find sum of two integers by writing your own function. This is the answer for that question. Hash include stdio.h. It is the information to the C compiler that I am writing my own function. It takes two values. It gives me one value back. Here my program starts n1, n2 and answer. We are reading two values. We are giving to the function. That function will make the sum. That function will give the value back. That is what we are printing back on the monitor. I hope you understood. Now I explain you elements of user-defined functions. Now in order to design and develop our own functions, we need to establish and use how many elements? Three elements. First one is function prototype or function declaration. Second one is function call. Third one is function definition. I hope you understood. Then what do you mean by function declaration? We give the information to a computer. No, I am writing my own function called sum. It takes two values. It gives me one value back. This is function prototype. Look at another function. I am writing my own function called area. It takes one value of the type float. It gives me one value back to find the area of circle. This is also function prototype. One more. I am writing my own function called isPrime. It takes one value. It gives me one value of the type integer. That might be 0 or 1. All these are examples for function prototype or function declaration. We followed one syntax here. What is that? Sum area isPrime. These are the function names. This is the return type. These are the inputs. And what is the syntax? Return type is must int or float or int. Function name is must sum area isPrime. Then arguments list means inputs whichever we give to that function. That's all. Instead of writing int sum into bracket int x comma int y, you can write simply int space sum into bracket int comma int also. These are dummy names. X and y are dummy names. We are not allocating the memory. Just we are informing the machine that I am writing my own function called sum. It takes two integers. It gives me one integer back. Here float x. X is a dummy name. You may give or you may not while declaring the function. I am writing my own function called area. It takes one float type of value. It gives me one float type of value. That's all. I hope you understood. Then one syntax is followed by me. What is that? Return type, then function name, then arguments list, then semicolon is must. Return type means what? It might be int, float, char, double, as well as void also. Void means what? No, it will not return any value. void void. If I write here void space sum into bracket int comma int means this function will take two integers. It will make the sum. It will not give us any value back. Instead of giving, it will print the value back on monitor. This is what all about void. Means in most of the examination they ask, if you won't write anything here, if you won't write the return type, machine assumes that is integer only. If you won't write anything, computer system will assume that it returns integer value. That is what I have written here. The default return type of a function is int. In most of the competitive examination they ask you, the default return type of a function is which type? Integer. I hope you have understood. Function name must be valid identifier. You have to follow the rules for defining identifier. Arguments list, how many inputs you give, that's all. Function call means what? No syntax for it, just we are calling the function inside of the main. Square come here, take the value, give me the result. Cube come here, take the value, give me the result, that's all. Function definition means after the main we write it. What is the syntax? Return type, function name, list of inputs, and local definition statements return into bracket value over. See here, this is the function definition. Function name is sum, return type is integer, it takes to integer and it gives the value back. Here also local definitions will be there, here also statements will be there, here also return value will be there. See here, not in this example, see here, return type is long integer, function name is fact, it takes one input. These are local definitions for function, these are the statements inside the function. This is the return type, return and value. This is what I have written in my syntax. What is the syntax for function definition? Return type, function name, list of inputs, local definitions, statements written. This is also a program, but it is a subprogram. In examination, if you get a question on elements of user defined function, you need to list all the three. You need to explain what is function declaration. It is the intimation to the C compiler. We give three details to a machine: return type, function name, and number of inputs. Write the syntax and give example. What is function call? Function will be called by main to do specific task. Give examples. What is function definition? Return type, function name, input, local definition, statements, and return. One more thing, you can write the function definition above the main also. You can write this function definition instead of writing here. You can write here also. Before main also you can write it. If you write before main, function declaration not required. In some of the lab program we write like this. Now how many elements are there? Only two elements, function definition and function call. There is no function prototype. Why? Because the function itself we are writing. No, computer will come to know that you are writing function. No need of function prototype. I hope you understood. Function definition you can write after the main also, before the main also. If you write the function definition after the main, then function prototype requires, otherwise not required. This is very important. Most of the C programmers will come under confusion. Don't make any confusion for your brain. Okay, very simple. If you write function definition after the main, function prototype requires, otherwise no. For function prototype, semicolon will come. For function definition, there is no semicolon. Most of the programmers or students will do the mistakes in lab in the higher semesters. Don't do yourselves. I'll go for control Z. Okay. No function prototype, function call, function definition. Means in today's class I taught you elements of user defined function. Please practice on paper. Thank you. In the next class I teach you some more examples.